of the most baffling cases we've ever covered here at TMZ.
New secrets.
Luigi had a dark side, possibly stemming from mental illness.
New revelations.
It would bother me if I thought my book had played a role in assassinating an individual.
New testimonials.
It is a case that shocked the nation, and now TMZ Investigates is diving deeper into Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. And we're joined by executive producer Harvey Levin this morning. Good morning to you, Harvey.
Morning, Anita.
So let's just talk a little bit about creating this documentary. I think between the sheer brutality of what took place and people's own misgivings with healthcare companies, everyone's been watching what's taking place with this.
Yeah, look, there is a lot of information in this documentary, a lot that you don't know. I mean, a lot of people think this was about healthcare, and that Luigi Mangione had a particular gripe about healthcare. That's not true. His gripe was corporate greed. Healthcare was a symbol of that for him. You had mentioned some books. I will give you one example. There was a book written by an author in India about this, and he was so obsessed with it that he bought 400 copies of the book to support the author. He printed it out, annotated it, flew to India to tell the author how he could make the book better. And he did something similar with another book about corporate greed. So this guy had a mission, and it was not a month or two in the making. It was at least 6 months. We talked to these two guys who traveled with him. They were from Germany. They traveled in Thailand. They made a plan to go to the beach. Luigi is at a shooting range. So he had set his sights on this a long time ago. And he made a carefully orchestrated plan to murder Brian Thompson and then get away with it.
Wow, that sounds very calculated indeed. And we saw some video of you conducting the interviews yourself. Was there anyone that surprised you or any information that kind of took you aback?
You know, I don't want to say it took me aback. You know, a lot of people are wondering, how does somebody this privileged, you know, going to elite schools end up this way? That's all a veneer. From everybody we spoke to, what we pieced together is there is a mental illness here that underlies it. I mean, you look even at his mother. When the San Francisco police called her, when they were looking for the killer, they had a picture of Luigi. They called the mother and says, "This seems to match." And her reaction was, well, it wouldn't surprise me if he did that. Well, figure that out. A mother saying that to cops. It wouldn't surprise her if he executed this man. So there was something underlying Luigi that ended up on 54th Street in New York City.
Yeah, you just never know what's going on in people's families either. So what is the biggest takeaway from the documentary for you?
Well, I mean, I think just you're going to get an idea of how he planned this, how long he planned it, what motivated him. But we spend a lot of time, Anita, getting into the reaction to the murder, which in the case of people under 30, more people support what he did than don't. And there are reasons for that, not the least of which is the fact that he's good looking. And I think if Luigi Mangione were ugly, you would see a very different reaction to this. And I think you're going to hear and see that in the special.
Yikes. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, for sure. Harvey, thank you so much. And everybody, TMZ Investigates Luigi Mangione, The Mind of a Killer. It premieres tonight at 7 p.m. right here on Fox 32. We appreciate you as always, sir. Look forward to having you back.
Thank you, Anita.